What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another episode of
Buggin' Bradley,
where you get to bug me with your questions and I get the wonderful privilege of answering them. The first question comes from Ryan the Toaster on Twitter, and he asks, aside from the Best of That's on Meverse, what video was the hardest for you to make? I wouldn't say the Best of That's on Meverse was the hardest video I made. It was just time consuming because I had to watch every single That's on Meverse episode and cut out specific clips to the T. As for one of the hardest videos I made, I guess I'd have to go with the That's on Meverse rap. For one, I created my own music, kind of. I just took pre-recorded music loops and mashed them all together, and I also had to find Meverse posts that rhymed, which isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Alexis Lazo asks, if you had any superpower, what would it be? If I had to pick one superpower, I guess I'd have to go with super speed, because it's probably one of the most overpowered superpowers out there. And also I've been watching the Flash TV show, so there's that too. But just look at Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past and tell me that's not overpowered. You can pretty much defeat anyone without them moving. And also, if you're the Flash, you can move so fast that you can go back in time, which is awesome. I just moved so fast you guys didn't even see me move. Ballistic Jeans asks, what is your favorite Nintendo character? And the character must be made up by Nintendo, so no characters that just showed up on a Nintendo console, like Mega Man or Sonic. I do think Pit is a pretty good character, and more specifically the one from Kid Icarus Uprising because he actually talks and has a personality. But I also like Yoshi. The baby Yoshis are cute. I want one. I might be butchering this name, but Farak Rassam asks, what is your favorite 3DS game and what state do you live in? As for my favorite 3DS game, I guess I go with the one I've actually played most on the system, which is Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. As for what state I live in, well, I live in California. It never snows here, and I kinda want some snow. Esteban Samudio asks, who would you rather have as a pet, Diddy Kong or Yoshi? Come on, it's Yoshi. For one, he's cute and he can come in different colors, and two, he can eat me and poop me out as an egg. That's awesome. Daniel Smith asks, do you think Nintendo will make a Super Mario Galaxy for Wii U? That's a good question, and I don't really know. I am kind of thinking that it might be a little too early for a third Galaxy game, even though I wouldn't mind seeing that. But Nintendo might try to do something a little different. Maybe Nintendo will do something more along the lines of Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Sunshine, something more open world-ish. But whatever it turns out to be, hopefully it's exciting. Dan's Nintendo channel asks, what was your first Sonic game? Well, I actually didn't grow up playing Sonic. I didn't have any Sega stuff, but rather I played my Marios, my Zelda, and even Wave Race, but not poor little Sonic. I might have played the original Sonic the Hedgehog a long time ago somewhere, but as far as I know, this is the first Sonic game I've ever owned, which is the Sonic Classic Collection for the DS, which has Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic Knuckles. So I'll go with this one. RetroWolf715 asks, Si tu no les ties. Did you understand that? No, I took Spanish in school and that's not Spanish. What is it, French? Portuguese? Si is a Spanish word though. So, what's that? The Retro Kid asks, what is salad? Well, Retro Kid, it's actually a hamburger, but without the bun and the patty. You just leave the lettuce and tomato, and voila! You got yourself a salad. DeathRocket4990 asks, what do you do if someone trolls your channel? Well, first, I search for their home address. 2, I track them down. And 3, I sick my poodle on them. They never bother me after that. Captain Falcon asks, can you show me your moves? Yeah. Smash Bros 2048 asks, do you gotta fast? No, I usually don't fast unless I have to go to the doctors or something. The Sad Killer asks, did you know you're gonna get shot by a toaster? That's the most stupidest question I've... No! Toon Electro Crash asks, which is your favorite Pokemon spin-off? The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, or potatoes? I really don't like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, so I'm gonna go with... potatoes. And more specifically, sweet potatoes. Man, those things are awesome. Liam Biniaries asks, do you still play your Xbox 360? No, I don't think I've played it for years, so it's literally collecting dust, and I think the disc reader inside the system is dying, so that's not good. Supersonic Plush 123 asks, I have a question, Bradley. If you could choose between Mega Man, Pac-Man, or Mario, who would you prefer best? Well, if you're talking about the characters individually and not the games that they're in, then I guess I'd have to go with Mega Man. But on the flip side, if we're talking about Super Smash Bros, then I'd have to go with Pac-Man. He's my home dog. Cleve Waldrip asks, if you could bring back any console, what would it be? I guess I'd have to go with the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Spore Spam asks, what's your favorite heavyweight character in Brawl? Bowser, Wario, DDD, etc. In Brawl, I actually like playing with Ike, but in Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U, I'm starting to warm up to King DDD. He's a brute. Derpy the Magnificent asks, would you rather eat Kirby or Jigglypuff? Well, they both are kind of similar. I mean, they're both pink and they both look like bubblegum. But Jigglypuff does have those large eyes that might be a little juicy, and that doesn't sound very good. So I'm gonna go with the super tough pink puff Kirby. Kirby! 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 Hacky U asks, does King DDD have hair under his hat? I would say no, but that's the question you need to ask Masahiro Sakurai. But if you ask him on Twitter, he might block you. He's the next Hideki Kamiya. Basaka Boys asks, will you ever do live reactions to Nintendo Directs? I don't really have any plans to do them, and I don't even know if they would be that exciting. I just sit there and drink coffee.
Hello everyone, I'm Satoru Iwata from Nintendo. It's been quite some time since I've greeted many of you in a Nintendo Direct. But I'm happy to...
The Talk Taco asks, what game are you most looking forward to in 2015? Well, I made a video on that, so go check it out. And finally, Matthew on Miiverse asks, has there ever been a point where you wanted to stop making videos? Yes, actually multiple times. I do get discouraged on YouTube. But that will bring us to the end of the 8th episode of Bug and Bradley. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add to your favorites and all that good stuff. And you can stay tuned for more videos in the future. If you have a question you want to ask me, leave that in the comment section below for the next episode. And I will talk to you in the next video, guys. Bye!